Let's look at some common AC waveforms. Okay, as we have already seen, a AC waveform does not always necessarily have to be a sinusoidal waveform. Okay, so what we have seen up until now was a sine wave. Okay, you could also have a half wave rectified sine wave. Okay, what is a half wave rectified sine wave? It is simply a sine wave which is on for first half and it is off for second half. Okay, so during the second half of your sine wave there is zero voltage, and during the first half of your sine wave you have the same voltage that we had earlier. Okay, so this is a half wave rectified sine wave. This is going to proceed on forever. Okay, it's going to be something like this. Okay, so that's a half wave rectified sine wave where I have represented your time period as t. Okay, and it repeats itself after t. Okay, then we have a full wave rectified sine wave. Okay, a full wave rectified sine wave is simply a sine wave, but during both the halves your voltage is positive. Okay, just see over here, in a regular sine wave during the first half your voltage is positive, during the second half your voltage is negative. Okay, in a full wave rectified sine wave during both the halves your voltage is positive. Okay, its time period is simply going to be the half of the time period of the original sine wave. Okay, so if this is your original sine wave from which you are getting a full wave rectified sine wave, then its time period is simply going to be t by 2. Okay, over here this is your time period for full wave rectified sine wave, which is half of this thing, right? In general you are always going to see periodic sine waves. Okay, so this full wave rectified sine wave is also periodic in nature. Okay, it's gonna go on forever. Next we are going to see a rectangular wave. Okay, so this is a rectangular wave. It is having a time period of t, where in the first half it stays constant and in the next half it again stays constant but in the negative direction. Okay, so if this is 5 volts, it remains constant for t by 2 at 5 volts, and for next t by 2 seconds it remains constant at minus 5 volts. Okay, so that's a rectangular waveform. This is also going to go on forever. Okay, it's going to be something like this. So that's your rectangular waveform. Right, then what we have is a triangular waveform. This is a triangular waveform. Okay, so during the first half you are essentially making a triangle in the positive direction, and during the next half you are essentially making a triangle in the negative direction. Okay, this wave is also periodic in nature. It's gonna be going on forever like this. Okay, why we are talking about these waveforms? Because in the exams you are often asked to find out average value or RMS value of a given waveform. Okay, so if in the exam you are asked to find out the average value of a triangular waveform, at least you must be able to know how a triangular waveform looks like. Okay, because if you know how it looks like, you are going to be able to find the equation of this waveform and then use the formulas which we had seen earlier to find either the average value or RMS value, and then based on this you can find out your form factor or peak factor or whatever. Okay, so we are going to take a look at an example and also find out the average and RMS value of one of these waveforms. Let's now look at the next waveform. Over here what we have is a sawtooth waveform. Okay, so a sawtooth waveform looks like this. Okay, during the first half you again have a triangle. Okay, but it's a different triangle. Earlier we had a triangle which was like this. Now we had a triangle